progress and stop focusing on perfection. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I appreciate all of you guys. So today's video is really just like any other video where I'm talking to you all, but I'm really talking to myself. I have a tendency to get sidetracked because I'm focusing on the perfection of something, trying to perfect something versus the journey. And I think it's very important for me anyway to start focusing on the journey, start focusing on the progress that I make every day, every week versus the big picture. I had a chance to do some self-reflecting, and I realized that a lot of times the reason why I have a tendency to get sidetracked is because I'm really not a big picture thinker. Big pictures have a tendency to intimidate me. So I have to look at things in chunks and in pieces, and that way I'm not intimidated and I feel like that I'm making progress. So if you can take some time out of each day or each week and try and do some self-reflecting on how you can improve or what your personality type is. Because like I said, for me, I'm not a big picture thinker. I cannot be given a goal, especially when there are no accountability measures set in place. I'm very, I thrive in structure. So when I create a goal for myself and it's this big grandiose goal, I cannot even fathom how to get there. Like I need things to be stepped out for me, and that way I can focus on the progress of a thing. And I'm like, okay, step 1, got that done. Step 2, got that done. Step 3, use my check marks, y'all. Use my check marks. Step 3, got that done. If I'm just looking at it as an overall picture or goal, and it's like a long-term goal, or it might even be a short-term goal, I can't see it. So I actually do have a very important person in my life who is a big picture thinker, who can help me kind of strategize and chunk out my goals. A lot of times it's very important to actually sit down and write down your goals, write down strategies, set aside some time to do some strategic thinking. Just strategize. It might be by yourself for a little bit, and you might have a trusted friend, co-worker, spouse, parent, whoever that person might be who you can really trust with your goals and with your dreams. Somebody who's not going to tear you down, but somebody who's also going to tell you the truth. You can't have a goal of, I want to be a millionaire in the next 2 years, and you're working and making a minimum wage, not in school, don't have a trade, no plan of attack or strategy to how to become this millionaire. You might have that goal of becoming a millionaire within the next couple of years, but you're working on building an app, or you're a programmer, or whatever that thing might be. You might want to open your own business, your own beauty salon. How are you going to get there? Are you this big picture thinker? Can you have these big goals and get there without stepping things out? For me, I cannot. I just can't do it. That isn't the way my mind is wired. I think a lot of times we don't take a lot of times to sit with ourselves to really discover who we are. I am 33 years old, and I am this year, 2018. By the time you guys see this video, it'll probably be 2019 because it's at the end of 2018. But I've discovered a lot of things about myself, having some time to really self-reflect and do that strategic thinking that I was talking about just a few minutes ago. I discovered some things about myself. I discovered that, yes, I can have goals, but I do better when things are structured, when there are accountability measures set in place. Like, for instance, I do very well in school. I did very well. I did pretty good in undergrad. But I did even better in graduate school. And I did better in graduate school because I was working for the university that I was actually attending. And in order for them to pay for my courses, I had to make a certain grade. And in order for me to stay in the program, I had to make a certain grade. So I was kind of about to be paying for graduate courses when one of the benefits of working for that university were the educational benefits. So there were those accountability measures in place, even in terms of exams or papers, my thesis statement, things of that nature. So I discovered that I do very, very well in structure and when there are measures set in place. But I'm not one of those people who can wait for the new year and devise this goal and set these things in motion without having structure and accountability measures. And I even have an accountability partner for some of the things that I have set in place for myself for 2019, 2020. Those are my long-term goals. Some people might say, well, that's only a 1 or 2 year goal. That is long-term. For me, child, the way my mind is set up, 1 or 2 years is long-term. It's long-term for me, and I realized that about myself. So I've asked people to help me along the way. One of the things I think is very important is to never think so highly of yourself that you don't need anybody's help. I definitely need people's help. I don't think anybody is any less than I am. I don't think I'm any better than anybody. And there are a lot of people who are very much so smarter than I am, and you should surround yourself with people who are smarter than you are in certain areas, who have certain areas of expertise. That's very important. If you are the smartest person in your circle too little. You need to expand. And we have so many tools and resources nowadays at our disposal, so it's very important to use those. Even for me, I have so many alarms in my phone for different things. It's like, okay, at this time, stop what I'm doing this. At this time, stop what I'm doing for that particular thing and start something else. It just kind of helps to keep me on track because, like I told you, I'm not this big picture thinker. I have to strategize in steps. And I discovered that about myself just this year at the age of 33. So if you have some time to do some self-reflection, or you have someone who you trust that you can do some strategic thinking with when you have a goal that you're trying to accomplish but you don't know quite how to get there, ask those people in your lives for help. So I just wanted to drop that little nugget. It's just something that's been on my mind, and I hope you guys continue to watch my videos, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And remember, let your faith empower you to reach for the stars.